One of my clients said, Craig, what are the mindset traits of your most successful multi-millionaire clients? Well, there are 5 of them, and today I'm going to share them with you, and you're going to be shocked at all of them, and especially that you probably can't build number 1. My name is Craig Ballantyne. I'm the host of Early to Rise Radio, and even though you can't build the first trait, the other 4 are all within your control. And as you build them, you will become more successful. I call these the Mamba Millionaire mentalities. Now, why Mamba Millionaire? Because when Kobe Bryant was still alive, he wrote a book about his mindset called the Mamba Mentality. And everybody knows that Kobe was a ruthless, cold-blooded killer out on the court, that he was incredible at what he did because he was willing to go the extra mile. So let's break down these 5 Mamba mentalities so that you can become a millionaire. And maybe if you do have all 5, that you just needed to know about them so that you can scale to $100 million like my best clients, Marion, Bedros Keuilian, Shanda Sumpter, and so many others like Jason Capital too, because they all had these 5 Mamba mentalities. All right, so number 1 is that they knew they were going to be successful. Absolutely knew it. Even when they were broke, Joel was a broke high school teacher. Jason came to me as a broke college student. They were running around. They didn't know what to do, but they knew they were going to be successful. And so deep in your heart, if you know you're going to be successful, that's a Mamba mentality. Now, I also called this the killer instincts. And Donald Trump, love him or hate him, he has an amazing video on Instagram from him in the 80s or 90s talking about how some people just have killer instincts. And here's the interesting thing. He also says, doesn't mean they're happy. In fact, most people with killer instincts are not happy, but they are financially successful. So Mamba mentality number 1 is that you have to know, you have to believe in your heart that you are going to be successful no matter what. Because when you believe that, it also allows you to come back time after time. If you get punched in the face, no big deal. I'll come back because I believe I'm going to be successful. I have a coaching client named Isabel Price, and when I had my first call with her, I could just tell that come heck or high water, she was going to be rich, even though she was a broke nutritionist at the time. And today she has a multi-million-dollar empire, all because she knew from day 1 she would be successful. The second trait, the Mamba mentality mindsets of the millionaires that I've coached, is that they do not take no for an answer in business. They do not take no for an answer. And so I remember my first job out of university was I worked for a supplement company. And the guy who started the supplement company was only like 30 years old, but he had already built a $200 million supplement company. Very much like Body for Life. It was Muscle Tech. And this guy, Paul, man, he would say, I want a new supplement and I want this ingredients in it. And we would come back to him because I was in the research department. We'd come back and say, Paul, you can't get all those ingredients into like a single capsule. And he'd go, find a way. And we'd be like, whoa. And he'd be like, I guess I either find a way or I lose my job. Paul never took no for an answer. He'd be like, there's got to be a way. Have you tried this? Have you tried this? Go and ask this guy. Go and ask this guy. And this is so common. My friend Marion, who came to me in 2009 as maybe he was a 23-year-old high school teacher, and he was working from 7 a.m. till 3 in the school and then working on his side hustle at night. And he came to me and I knew he was going to be successful. And he went on to build a multi-million-dollar business with my help. And then he went on to build a $100 million business. And this guy, I've never met anyone who worked 72 hours in a row. And I mean 72 hours straight. He didn't sleep. He didn't do anything else for 72 hours. He did this multiple times because there's something in his business happened and he wasn't going to take no for an answer. There was a time in 2013 around Christmas time where something in his business, he was an email marketer, and Yahoo stopped delivering his emails to anybody with a Yahoo address. And Joel spent 3 straight days, 72 hours, no sleep, working with Yahoo and working with his own email company and working with his team to figure out, and no one else could figure it out, but Joel did. He found there was something in Yahoo's system that stopped delivering his emails. And this was a guy with a 5 million person email list. And 1 million of those people were Yahoo emails. And so he had to fix this. When Yahoo said it can't be fixed, when his team said it can't be fixed, Joel went and fixed it. And yeah, he suffered, but he made millions because of that attitude. So this is something within your control. If you're taking, somebody comes to you right now and says, no, it can't be done. And you go, okay, or no, it can't be done by this time, or no, it can't be done this way, or for this cost. And you go, okay. You can develop the ability to say, I don't take that no for an answer. I'm going to be more creative. I might work a little bit harder. I might ask more people. I might do something, but I'm going to figure it out. I will always find a way. This is within your control to build that up. And so if you're stuck in business right now, it might be because you are taking no for an answer. So stop doing that, because that's what all my most successful clients do. Number 3 is that my most successful millionaire clients want everything done yesterday. They want it done fast. And it's not fast enough even when it's done fast. They know that success loves speed. That if you have an offer that works, you have to take massive action on it because probably your ads are going to stop working very soon. And so if you're making money, if something is working, you have to go harder on it. Most people, when they get a little bit of money coming in, they start to coast. But when you have something that's working, you have to go harder on it. Success loves speed. And so if, again, this is something you fully control, that you can build this mindset up. And so right now people are doing things and they're saying, oh, it's going to take 2 weeks, and you're not pushing them on their deadline. If you're getting too long of timelines, if there's no deadline at all, you have to change that in the way you approach things. So this mindset can be systematically addressed. First of all, make sure you follow the who does what by when, so that you know exactly who is doing exactly what by exactly what deadline, and then cut those deadlines. Push people harder. People love to be pushed, and most people are capable of so much more, because when they have a long deadline, they just fill a lot of their work time with crap. But if you give people a tight deadline, you iterate faster. And Elon Musk is the master of this. The master of this. He has been able to reduce the cost of a rocket going into space because they test faster. And he is also the master of cutting out unnecessary steps, so the business moves faster. The science of shooting rockets into space, they move faster. They made the rocket less complicated. There's a really cool graphic online of the first rocket that he sent into space and all these wires and everything. And the third Falcon version that they send in has way fewer wires. And so he says, get rid of the dumb steps. If there's dumb steps in your business, it's slowing you down. Elon gets rid of the dumb steps, speeds things up, sends more rockets into space, gets more data to make the next rocket better, moves it up, test, boom, feedback, new test. And it's just a cycle they go through. They test, they get feedback, they improve it, they test again. And the faster you can do that, the faster you're going to get results. If you only put out one email to your list every month, if you only run one ad every month, you're not going to get enough data fast enough. You have to be emailing multiple times per week to see what your email list responds to, so that you can do more of what works. If you never figure out what works because you're going too slow and you're okay with things being done 3 weeks from now and not yesterday, that's going to hold you back. The Mamba mentality of millionaires is to want everything done yesterday. The fourth Mamba mentality is that they kill things fast. So entrepreneurs that kill failing projects fast are then able to move on to winning projects faster. My friend Jason Capital, he came to me, as I mentioned, as a 19-year-old broke college student, and I taught him how to get affiliates and promote his offer and become a better email copywriter. And within 30 days, he was making $20,000 a month, from nothing to $20,000. And then he went on to just do this in multiple industries, and he sold over $100 million worth of products online. Jason will kill a project faster than anybody I know. It's one of his superpowers, and I admire it in him, because this is actually a thing called sunk cost fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. And a lot of people have this. So think about something that you're holding on to. It can be in your personal life, like a relationship. I've put so much time and energy and effort. I've been with this person for a long time. I can't move on. I would have wasted all those years. So now you're going to waste all the future years because you don't want to waste the past year. That doesn't make sense. But that is sunk cost fallacy, and our brains operate that way. And in business, people say, oh, well, I put so much money into that website, or I bought all these books. For example, I've done this. I have printed thousands of a recipe book that was a failure, and I had to throw them out. I gave away as many as I could. I lost a ton of money. But if I said, no, I printed them, I got to go and keep on selling them, my business would have been destroyed and went broke, because I would have wasted all the time on this project that was a failure and not moved on to the next one that kept me in business. But again, the sunk cost fallacy, you have to look at this in yourself, because this is also trainable. What are you doing right now that you're holding on to because you put money into it? A website, a video series, a course. What are you doing? It's just, you're throwing good money after bad. Same with relationship or a team member. Oh, I put so much into them, I got to keep them around. No, you don't. If they are destroying your business, they got to go. Time, energy, money that has been spent in the past, you cannot hold on to that. And so Jason, he would kill these projects. Yeah, he'd go, nah, you know what? This project, it's making me $1 million a month, but it's, it takes 30 hours of Zooms per week. I don't want to run this business anymore. And he shut down a multi-million dollar business because he didn't like what it was taking in terms of time or energy. And he started something new. And that's where you have to understand that just because you've started something doesn't mean you have to keep going with it because you don't believe in yourself to go and find something else. But the people who are Mamba mentality millionaires, they go, I can kill this thing because I can go and find something else. I can shift industries. I can reinvent myself because I can go and find something else. Madonna, we all know Madonna. She is legendary for her reinvention. And it doesn't matter what you think of her. I'm not a fan. That's for sure. But I'm a fan of her reinvention. So in order to be a pop star for 40 or 50 years, you can't be the same pop star that you were when you were 20 years old and started out. When you're 30, 40, 50 years old, you can't be trying to do the same thing. You have to go on with new trends. You have to change your image. And Madonna was the queen of reinvention, which allowed her to stay as a pop star for so many years. She killed her old image and moved on to the next one. Killed her old style, didn't say, but that style made me success in the past, I should keep doing it. No, her next album would have tanked if she didn't move on to something. And so you have to have that reinvention. You have to be able to kill things, and you have to move on from being handcuffed to the sunk cost fallacy. If you can do that, and you can train yourself to do that, then you're going to be able to find something new. You have to have that optimism that you can, which leads me to mindset number 5 of the Mamba Millionaires. And this is that even though they are quick to kill other things, they themselves are impossible to kill. Just like the T-1000, the bad guy in Terminator 2, right? That guy was nearly impossible to kill. Yeah, it's a movie, so they had to kill him at the end, but man, they melted him, they blew him up, and he came back, right? And so you have to be hard to kill. And if you take a look at my most successful clients, they are impossible to kill. If they get knocked down, as they all do, like I'm not saying though, if you have these 5 traits, you'll just become a millionaire overnight and then you'll become a billionaire with no problems. No, there's going to be problems along the way. You're going to make mistakes. I'm not saying they were perfect. I'm saying they had mindsets that allowed them to move ahead faster. And so when they got setbacks, it didn't destroy them. And setbacks destroy most beginner entrepreneurs. I mean, honestly, most people are not cut out to be entrepreneurs because it can wear you down. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about your business. It's going to happen. And so my Mamba mindset mentality millionaires, they weren't scared of bankruptcy. Most entrepreneurs are terrified of bankruptcy. But the Mamba mindset entrepreneur knows that, okay, if I do this and I'm wrong and I go bankrupt, it doesn't matter because I can come back. Who's the ultimate of this? Trump, right? Trump, his business went bankrupt 3 or 4 times and he came back. He knew that, if this doesn't work, if interest rates go against me, I'll come back stronger when interest rates are on my side. Love him or hate him, he knew it. And it's the same with my best clients. Some of them had gone bankrupt before me and it didn't faze them because it's just like, okay, that test didn't work. Now I try something new. But again, the beginner thinks that their current business is the only thing that'll work. And if it doesn't work and I go bankrupt, my life is over. But it's not. It's not. And it's the same with relationships. It's the same with workout programs. If things don't work out, they have to be set aside, discarded, and moved on to the next one. You cannot hold on to things and you cannot be scared of things. So you must be hard to kill. And so when you have these 5 Mamba Millionaire mindsets, you're going to make $100 million. So again, the first one is that you totally believe that you're going to be successful. Like there's no that you're going to be a $100 millionaire. You have killer instincts. And this is formed at birth. Okay. You're born this way. Now you can believe in yourself more, but these people are like unhuman levels of knowing. They don't believe in themselves. They know themselves. They know that they will be 100 millionaires. So that's the first one. The second one, this is where it starts to get totally in our control. The second one is you don't take no for an answer. So stop letting people push you around and start getting them to play by your rules. Number 3 is they want everything done yesterday. So start moving faster. Stop allowing people to say it's going to take 10 times longer than it should. Now you need to know how long things should take so that you can better judge the deadlines people give from you. And you need to have that who does what by when in your business after every meeting. So you know who does what by when, and then you cut their deadlines. And then the fourth thing is kill things fast so that you don't waste time, money, and energy on projects that are never going to work. And you move on to the things that will make you rich. Number 5, be hard to kill. All right. When you're hard to kill, you'll have this attitude like, man, I'm going to crush it. And this one might not work, but this is fun. This is working right now. And yeah, it's risky. That's business. Okay. I lost that one. I'm going to kill it. Move on to the next one because you're hard to kill. The business is easy to kill, but you're hard to kill. So those are the 5 Mamba Millionaire mentalities that are going to at least make you a millionaire. And if you, with the 4 of them, you can make $1 million, 10 million, 20 million. I have a client named Robbie Blanchard who came to me as an introverted CrossFit box owner. All he wanted to do was sell jump rope training programs on the internet. And he learned Facebook ads. And now he has all 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He has all of those in place. He has a $20 million business teaching people Facebook ads. But, he's just he's a wicked awesome guy because he's from Boston. But he's just like super chill. And he's not an in-your-face Trump kind of guy, but he has the tools to build a $20 million business. So even if you only have one of these Mamba mentalities, you can build a multi-million-dollar business. You don't have to have all 5 of them. And I'm not saying that if you don't have any of them right now, you can't be successful. 4 of them are learnable, trainable. and improvable. So take this knowledge, look at where you have your biggest weakness right now, focus on it, fix it, on to the next one. And when you fix one, you'll hit 1 million. When you hit 2, you'll hit multi-millions. When you hit 3, you'll hit 10 million. When you hit 4, you'll hit 20 million plus. So you can get super rich with a few of them. And that's what I want to share with you today. So what can you do right now that Robbie did? Well, it's come to one of my live events. Come to my next mastermind meeting. Robbie comes and speaks at my events. He used to sit in the audience, and now he's up on stage teaching my future millionaires how to get wealthy like him. If you just stay at home with your middle-class mindset, you'll never get rich. You have to step into your greatness by getting to the events, being around people who will help you grow these other Mamba mentalities so that you will be hard to kill, so that you will move on fast, so that you will believe in yourself, so that you will move faster, and so that you will stop taking no for an answer. The only way to do this is to be around other people who think like this. It rubs off on you. You need to be around people who force you to play up a level in life and who are there to lift you up to that next level in life. And that's at my live events. I do these 3 times per year. And if you're interested in attending, just drop mastermind down below in the comments. And I can't wait to see you there. You might be my next millionaire student. You might be my next $10 million student. And if you have all 5 of these Mamba mentalities, you might be my next $100 million student. So I can't wait to see you at our next live event. Comment mastermind down below and we'll see you in the room.